Let's get this going and publish ourselves a book. Hello, it's Michael with WriterSanctuary, and today this video is my second attempt. Then Shadow has to add her 2 cents. Today we're going to be adding my book that I've been writing in LibreOffice and posting it into Reedsy. Now, why don't I just keep using LibreOffice? That's because Reedsy will export it as the file type that I need to sell it on other websites like Amazon. And it works a hell of a lot better than Kindle Create. So let's add our book to Reedsy and get going. So from your profile page, if you click on My Books over here on the left, we can add our new book. Now I'm going to put in my project name. I'm not sure if it's going to keep it as Kingmaker, but we'll see. Now, the cool thing about Reedsy is that you can import the entire thing if you've already have a file saved. I don't want to mess with the whole issue of LibreOffice, so I don't know if I can even import it. So we're just going to hit Create. And now we're going to go down here and we're going to click on the right. Now the Manage button is when we want to add all the bits and pieces for the book itself, such as the cover art and whatnot. So we're just going to worry about writing it for now. So we're going to click on the right button. And then we're brought to the Reedsy book editor. So we're going to skip the tutorial because I've already done this. Reedsy has a lot of really cool tools to it. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to set some goals. We're going to click on the Goals and Insights button in the top right hand corner here. And we're going to set our target at 90,000 words. Now, the book may go shorter, it may go longer. It really depends on how the story goes, but that's what I'm going to be targeting for, is 90,000 words. I want it done by the end of, we're going to shoot for June 30th. And we're going to hit Create Goal. So now, according to this, I need to write 1,837 words to finish on time. I already have about 56,000 words in the book, so that's definitely going to drop as I start adding the rest of my book into Reedsy. Now, if we want to create a new writing goal, we can also click on Add Writing Goal here, and we can say that I want to do a weekly challenge to myself. I want to write, I'm going to shoot for 3,000 words before the end of, I would do this week, but the week's almost over, so we're going to do a custom one. We're going to choose a date, and we're going to say by the 21st. Once that's all set up, we just hit Create Goal. Now this is telling me I need to write 333 words per day, which I can do in my sleep, so I think 3,000 words for the week is a bit low, but you never know. So that's how we set up goals and our in Reedsy, and then it will give us a readout of all the progress we've made throughout the week. We can also click on the writing timeline over here on the right, and that'll show us everything we've done on the book so far. And as you see, I haven't done anything but created the book. So we're gonna go back to gold. And then scroll down, and then Reedsy will also give you a word count of each chapter when you're looking at it. This includes the end notes if you want to add them, the reading time of 1 minute to read 2 words. Nice. that'll change when I start adding words to it. Paragraphs, characters, and characters with no spaces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste the first chapter of Kingmaker into Reedsy. Now that I pasted the first chapter, you see that I've got 2,978 words. 99% of my weekly challenge complete, which I'm going to have to change that because I completely forgot that I'll be adding stuff to it. So you probably don't want to create weekly challenges if you have copy and paste stuff that you want to put in Reedsy, because that's just going to screw everything up. But we're going to scroll down here, and as I can show you that it'll tell you how many words you've got. The average reading time is 12 minutes for this particular chapter. The characters and characters with no spaces. So as you can see, when I was in the Reedsy book editor, that the Grammarly Chrome extension works pretty well with it. It doesn't have any issues that I've seen so far. And this is before you even run the spell checker app that's built in Reedsy, which is kind of cool because it'll also give you suggestions on the different types of words that you might want to replace. Now just keep in mind that when you use something like the Grammarly Chrome extension, that no grammar editing app is going to be 100% accurate. In fact, a lot of editors aren't 100% accurate. People make mistakes, especially when it comes to apps. However, I still like using the Grammarly Chrome extension for just about everything because it works with everything I do. So what if we want to add chapter 2 to the book? Well, we click on this big blue button here on the top left, and it'll add another chapter. Now we just go in, grab chapter 2, and paste it into the book. And as you can see, after I hit my mark, congratulations, you hit your target. So I'm going to mark this as complete, and I'll just set up a new goal for, after I copy and paste everything into here, I'll set more new goals for my own challenges. But it'll give you a readout of the 90,000 words. I'm 5% of the way through it with just 2 chapters. I am going to be editing quite a bit of this, so that might go up and might go down depending on what I add to the book. But as you can see in this chapter, since it's selected here on the left, if we look at the box on the right, this particular chapter is 9 minutes long, 2,345 words. Now that is kind of a short chapters. It's just the way the book came out. I'm probably going to flesh out a lot of it. But that's how goals work, and it's really cool. And as you enter stuff into Reedsy, it does automatically save. So if you close the window or go back to your profile, your book will still be there. Personally, I'm looking forward to setting up some goals and playing around with it. I love numbers, and so having Reedsy add that to its editor is just great. At least it is for me because I'm a bit of a dork. And if you add words and subtract words, it'll still give you a readout of how many net words you have for the day. And one more thing that I would like to show you is when you're looking at your goals and insights, you can actually change what day you have in here. So I haven't done anything at all when you click on it. But if you did, it would have the word count for the particular day. It'll have the added, removed, and your net. This is your net words. So if you made changes or adjustments throughout the week, it'll be there. And now if we look at the writing timeline, we can see that we added chapter 1 and chapter 2. It'll be in chronological order. And it'll break it down by day. So if I want to minimize that, and if I had more days on here, I could expand them. So it does give you quite a bit when it comes to managing your book. Now the reason why I'm feeding everything through Reedsy this time around is because I used Kindle Create to write a freelancer's tale, and the app was buggy as hell. And so far I haven't come across any of the same kind of bugs that are in Reedsy, and I like the numbers that it gives you, the goals and your target. It just has a lot more to it than the Kindle Create app does. And I find that when I'm looking at that kind of stuff, that it kind of gamifies it for me, and so I'm more eager to keep writing because I want to see if I can break records or meet goals. Now, I highly doubt that I'm going to use any of Reedsy's services on this particular book, mostly because I want to see if I can publish a fiction book without spending very much money at all. However, when I write the second book, I'm fairly sure that I'm probably going to use a few of the services that are in Reedsy, mostly so I can do a review and figure out if they're worthwhile or not. So there we have it. That's how we add and set up our book and start copying and pasting in there. You'll also have the option to add front and back matter once you get to a certain point in your book and you want to finish that off with like the prologue, the epilogue, and stuff like that. But for now, we just need to focus on writing the damn book. So what's your favorite writing app? Personally, I've tried a few so far, and I like Reedsy the most, and I really want to try Atticus, but I don't have the $150 to dump into it. I probably will give it a shot. Maybe not after this book, but I might just do it when I rewrite 7. Because Atticus does look like it has a lot of the same kind of features. And the only thing that I wish Reedsy had that Kindle Create does have is a preview. But Reedsy does let you export your book in PDF format. So you can look at it at any point just to see how it looks if you were to publish it. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button for more videos about self-publishing, freelance writing, blogging, WordPress, or anything else I cover. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think it's going to do it for me today, and I'll see you next time.